All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Trevor Johnson, one of the Operations Section Chiefs here with California Interagency Incident Management Team 4, here with your morning operational update for Thursday, August 6th on both the Second Flat and Coleman Creek incidents. We'll first go over to the map to hear what's going on the fire line with the Second Flat incident. The Second Flat incident is around 105,000 acres, and due to the work of the firefighters on the ground out here, we're now up to 76% in containment. We'll start up here like we have in prior days on the north end of the fire, Sylvie's River Road area. This is where the Sylvie's River runs through the fire's footprint. Everything's looking good in here. You can see the continued black line on the map. That's showing that we're confident in our containment. That continues down, working down towards the southeast. Things are looking good here. You can see some of these areas identified in red in here. Those are our primary areas that we're now focusing on. We're feeling secure and we have containment line built, but due to the fuel type in here, things continue to ignite, burn out, and put smoke up in the air. So we just want to really make sure we prioritize that and put any smoke out there or any threats to our overall containment to bed. As we continue further to the east to Coal Pit along Sunflower Flat, now to Lone Pine Road, our line remains within its current footprint, and that's the goal, is to keep it right there where it's at. Continuing down here a little bit further, this is a Foley Road area and up into Curry Garden Lane area. Yesterday afternoon, we did have a significant amount of heat in there as an interior island continued to burn off. We did have a helicopter up to help support that operation. It's no threat to our overall containment, but will be visible out there this afternoon as things continue to be hot and dry. Continuing along the southern edge of the fire, again, focusing our priority or our suppression resources in Skull Creek and Willow Flat. Just want to speak a little bit more about that and what's going on. So our containment lines are in, feeling secure. They have hose on them. We've been patrolling them for multiple days, but due to how this fire burned and its incipient stages, there's tons of unburned pockets or islands, as we call them, on the fire line. They can range in size from less than an acre to 5 acres to even 100 acres. As the juniper and sage bushes continue to retain heat, those have the tendency to light off when a wind gets on them and the temperatures and RHs get down to where they have been. So those will continue to consume, but we're prioritizing them and we'll address them appropriately. Continuing along from Willow Flat down towards the south, paralleling just west of Hines Logging Road. Again, we have a tactical patrol along this whole southern edge of the fire, along Highway 20 corridor. Everything's looking good, but we'll continue to have resources in there, checking on things and making sure fire remains within its current footprint. As we continue up the western flank of the fire, along Badger Spring Road, things are looking good. This has been black on the map for multiple days. We'll continue to patrol that, but we're feeling good about our overall containment. Back up to the northwest corner of the fire, we've spoken about this over multiple days via our infrared technology. This is where a majority of the heat signatures are showing on the incident, but we'll look to mop those up. Crews continue to move further and further interior as they work from our containment lines into the black. You will see visible smokes in here. Yesterday we did use another aircraft to suppress interior islands as they burned off in the afternoon. But again, everything's remaining within our current containment lines and things are looking good on the north end of the fire. Again, thanks for all the support on the Second Flat fire. You will continue to see smoke from the interior pockets on this incident. And then in the Second Flat fire area, smoke from other fires happening in the Pacific Northwest are putting smoke into the atmosphere, and that may be visible. So just be aware of that. We appreciate the calls for service. We'll address those as needed. Thanks for everybody's support. We'll now move over to the Coleman Creek incident. The Coleman Creek incident has now been mapped at 309,000 acres, and now due to the efforts of our ground resources, we're up to 70% containment. Of note, we'll talk about the western side of the fire here. This is south of Highway 20. Things are looking good. You can see all the black on the map. Much like I spoke about the Second Flat incident, we do have interior islands of ripe fuels ready for burning within the fire's footprint. Our ground resources today will be prioritizing our efforts here in the Drop Point 50 area, which is Bald Mountain, and then a little bit further north, just south of Drinkwater Pass, as those interior islands continue to consume. Based on their assessment this morning, we may or may not launch aircraft to support those operations, but eventually those will continue to consume or they'll go out on their own over time as they burn out to the right or proper level. Along the Highway 20 corridor, working to the east through Ventura and out towards the city of Harper, things are looking good. We continue to monitor and patrol the Highway 20 as that's been open for multiple days now for commerce. You will continue to see interior smokes in here as you drive the Highway 20 corridor. Our resources are aware, they're addressing those appropriately, again with the priority being to keep the fire south of Highway 20. We'll now come out here to the east towards Yappa Creek. You can see we've added a lot of additional containment in this area. That's highlighted by the black line on the map. We've had ground resources in here for multiple days. This is miles and miles. These divisions out here seem small on the map, but they're 30 to 40 miles of ground travel time. So massive piece of landscape and geography out here, but our resources continue to work in here, address threats to our overall containment, and add containment as they feel more and more comfortable about where the fire is sitting. That continues south towards Shumway Cutoff Road. This is that finger of fire that we've talked about over the past few days that pushed out towards Lake Oahe. This finger of fire, just to put it in scale, is 25,000 acres. So this is a large, massive piece that our resources have been in. We put smoke jumpers and helitack crew members out here. We've pulled them out since we're feeling better about containment, but we'll continue to tactically patrol this area. As we continue back towards the west along Shumway Cutoff Road, fire continues to remain to the south. We'll address any concerns or threats to potential containment. Keeping going back towards the west, back towards Warm Springs Reservoir, continued interior pockets that continue to consume, but we're feeling good about our overall containment, and we will validate those throughout the oncoming shifts. Now we continue along the southeast quarter of the fire through the community of Riverside. We'll have folks in there on the ground today making sure things stay where they're at. We will have hotter, drier conditions today. I believe a heat advisory has been issued for the area. That'll aid these interior pockets in burning out. So we've prioritized appropriately to address any threats to overall containment. As we continue down towards the south end of the fire, just north of Veneter and the city of Crane, again, tactical patrol in all these areas, making sure fire stays where it's at. Again, want to reach out like I have in past shifts, but great work by all of our partner resources addressing these things. We appreciate the calls for service, and we'll be back to you later with another update. Thank you.